Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nate, and this is my famous YouTube channel. Obviously it's not famous yet, but one day it will become that. Okay, but yeah, this is only my first video right now. I'm not really sure what to say or what to do for this video, but I just wanted to do something to kind of get out of my comfort zone a bit and just, upload anything. Perhaps one day I can indeed become a famous YouTuber, who knows? But yeah, maybe one day I can get to a point where I can make some actual quality videos and look back at this and see my humble beginnings. As you can probably tell, I like Florida State a lot. I'm wearing an FSU hat right now. I've got an FSU sweatshirt. Above me, if you can see it, is a Florida State flag with the new logo. Directly to my right on the wall is this picture frame of the homie Bobby. Bobby Bowden's a legend in Florida State history and lore. Here he is with all his rings. Those are all like national championship rings, ACC champion rings, things like that. We got cool tidbits if it will focus. There you go. You can pause it if you want to look at everything there. And then there he is again. And there's me in the reflection. And if you can see in the reflection, you can see even more FSU posters and whatnot in my room. As you can tell, I really like Florida State. Currently, Florida State has Mike Norvell coaching them, and I'm hoping he can also do some great things and bring some championships to Florida State, especially national championships. ACC championships would be nice too, but national championships would be excellent. I like Mike Norvell. I think he can do great things. Hopefully this ages well. We have a big season coming up, and there's lots of high expectations for FSU this year. We do have national championship hopes this season. Finally an exciting season in Florida State after years of down seasons. Last year was exciting too. Now we can go into a season looking forward to something as opposed to just it all being doom and gloom. Anywho, that's enough about FSU for now. Currently, I'm home alone. It's just my sister and I here holding the fort down. My parents are out of town. My other brother and sister are off at college. And even my dogs aren't here. They're away. Got two dogs, Jake and Winston. They're both golden retrievers. Jake is 12 years old. He is an old man and kind of slowing down a bit. Winston is a puppy. He's 5 months old. Unfortunately, Jake and Winston are both away right now on a 2-day bender for the weekend. It's not a joke either, by the way. Jake and Winston are in fact both at UVA right now. They're going to be spending the night at my brother's frat house. So who knows what kind of shenanigans and tomfoolery they might get up to tonight. Probably some pretty dastardly stuff. But alas, I worry not about the tomfoolery of our youth. Jake and Winston can do as they please at that frat house. Currently, I'm outside walking, getting my outdoor exercise in for the day. So I'm doing this thing called 75 hard. So I'm just out here in the forest, taking it all in, and exploring nature. Would you look at all that nature? "75 Hard" is something I've been doing for a while now. It's essentially a template to implement things into your life and help you establish discipline So for 75 days, you have to do the following. You have to do 2 exercises a day, one of which has to be outdoors. You have to do them for 45 minutes each. You have to drink an entire gallon of water every single day. You take a progress picture of yourself to see how far you've come along each day. You have to follow a diet that you've developed for yourself. It doesn't have to be very strict, but you just have to follow it. So because you're not allowed any cheat meals, you're not allowed to drink alcohol, and then you also have to read 10 pages a day of a nonfiction book. I'm currently on day 54 of 75 Hard at the time I'm recording this. When I upload this video, it'll be day 55, and so I only have about 3 more weeks left. But of course, like I said, the whole idea is that you're implementing these things and you're not just completing a challenge. So hopefully the idea is that I'll keep doing these things. I've already lost 20 pounds from doing it, so it's really epic. I highly recommend doing it if you guys haven't heard of it or considering it. Now, like I said, you are supposed to technically read nonfiction because in theory you're learning and bettering yourself, so you can learn about finances or some self-help book or something like that. I've been reading fiction because I think you can get just as much out of that as you can any nonfiction book, depending on what it is. So currently I'm reading Moby Dick. Great novel. Moby Dick's been a lot of fun to read. You know, you got Ishmael, Ahab, obviously, and the homie Queequeg, as well as a whole sleuth of other characters. I'm learning a lot, especially about whaling, obviously, you know. And I mean, like, do any of you guys know what a crotch is? As it pertains to whaling? Okay, there's a crotch in whaling. It's not what you're thinking. But I do. I now know what a crotch is. In whaling. So I know what 2 different crotches means, okay guys? Comment down below if you too know what a crotch is, as it pertains to whaling, if you know what a crotch is in whaling. Anywho, welcome to my channel. My channel is called Nate, which also happens to be my name. So, yeah, very creative and original name right there. It's just Nate in all caps, because I couldn't think of anything better. I didn't even think of it. My parents came up with the name, so shout out to them. There's going to be lots of gameplay videos going forward, especially as I start out my channel. You know, I think games are fun, so might as well. Plus, I'm just starting out. It's content. I don't have super fancy filming equipment, and I think games are a good way to just start out a channel. At least for me, it gets me more comfortable making videos. My first series is going to be LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I'm excited for that. I just think, even though it's probably not going to get a ton of views, I like LEGO Star Wars a lot. It's an amazing game. It's been my childhood. Other games I would potentially like to try out are Jedi Survivor, which comes out later this month. There's Diablo 4, which I can play with my friend Brandon. Then there's Spider-Man 2. All these great games coming out later this year. I don't know if I can afford them all, but you know, we'll see. I could potentially splurge. I'm really good at buying things I don't need, especially when it comes to video games. I have a whole sleuth of games that I've bought and have not played. It's really bad. I also want to do story-oriented videos that, you know, are just me writing stories, such as skits, tales, epics, and entire adventures that I can spread across throughout my channel. I think that would be interesting. I have a lot of ideas for things that I want to do. I won't really get into that now because I don't want to get ahead of myself. This is just my first video. We'll see if I actually follow through with it and what I can do. I think it could work out. I think I could do a decent job. We'll see. I think though it could make some somewhat interesting stories. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first attempt at a YouTube video. Please leave a like and subscribe to Nate if you enjoy this here video. Hope you all have a great life, or for now, just a good night will do. That you gotta start somewhere.